welcome to our live Q&A. We try to do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the past couple of weeks, it's been a little crazy. We've been doing them on Mondays because this, that, and the other. Let me turn that off. There we go. So I apologize for the inconvenience, but we are back on Sundays. I've actually got, or I'm wanting to schedule a meeting this week with the moderators on here. And I've got a couple ideas that we will talk about and hopefully make it easier for you to get your answers as quickly as possible. So we will check that out in just a little bit. If you would be so kind to hit the like button, support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's make sure you can hear me all right, and then we will get started with announcements and get to your questions. So, Verna, can you hear me okay? I'm gonna move you down. There we go. All right, thank you very much, Frank. I appreciate that. So like I said, we do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. If you have any questions about Coturnix quail, how to raise them, quail for profit, quail colors, quail housing, quail, feel free to ask, and I will get to your question as quickly as I possibly can, and we will get you situated where you can be more successful with raising your Coturnix quail. I do have a couple of announcements. There's a couple of things we do here every week if you are new. One is if you would like to let us know where you're from. It's always interesting to see where all the people are at. That's always a lot of fun. Number two, if you've hatched any eggs from us this week, feel free to let me know what the hatch rate is as we keep those records and keep everything updated. And is there a third one? I guess that's it. Just those two. And we hit the like button because that's nice. So if you could hit the like button, support the channel, I would appreciate that. I do have a couple of announcements before we get started. Again, you can feel free to, it's the chair that's cracking. You can feel free to crap. I forget what I was saying now. I'm so sorry. It's been a long weekend. Yeah, you can feel free to ask your questions. I promise I will get to them. But we do have a new moderator here on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, and that is Ed Got Bait. He's been with us for quite some time now, and very supportive, and definitely is a lot more knowledgeable when it comes to certain things as far as technology and all that jazz goes. So I think it's going to be a great fit. And I've got some big plans, and he is already working on something which I will get to in just a few minutes. So thank you very much, Ed Got Bait, for joining the team. If you have contacted me, I did not write the names down. I am sorry, it's been a crazy week. But if you are still interested in helping out, I still have some people that I would like to use if you're wanting to get into the quail world. So if you can reach out to me this week, and I can let you know what we have and what would be beneficial to others. And if you're interested in doing it, then great. So if you've reached out to me and would still like to help with your time, then we definitely have more of those. But I did not get organized with that, so I apologize. I did not write those names down. But Ed Got Bait is our new moderator. Beth Reed and, of course, Verna Young are our moderators as well. Verna is my go-to. And Beth Reed's been missing for a while, but she is back in action. So welcome back, Beth. Let's see, that was two. We do have a couple different videos coming out this week, which is pretty cool. One, I did the video last week and I was going to post it, but I posted almost every day last week. So I was like, let's take a break. So I'll post that this week. But I think it's a really good video. I think everybody should know about it. So you can check that out. Make sure that you hit the like button and support the channel by subscribing if you want, or if you don't want to miss videos. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. And then you won't miss any videos that we do or anytime we go live for a live Q&A or anything like that. But we got a couple different videos coming out this week, I believe, and I do need to double check, but I'm 90% sure we've only got one more video for our All About the Color playlist, and then that is completely finished up, which is nice. I am going to be doing a recap on those with our new numbers, because obviously every year we have new generations. So it's just going to be a quick recap of going down the list. It won't be, one color each video. We'll just do one major recap, which what might be nice. So I guess we've got 2 more weeks left of that. And then we're also going to be starting a new playlist, hopefully starting this week if everything goes well. Ed Got Bait has been working on it tirelessly this week. So I'm very excited about that. He has been tracking Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, things like that, and taking a lot of questions that people are asking consistently. And we are going to be doing a frequently asked question playlist. So every week we will take a few questions and answer those, because those are the main topics that everybody's asking about for the week. So hopefully that will help you out. So that's really cool. And so the new playlist and a couple really cool new videos this week. And then we will be finishing up the All About the Color playlist. And that's about it. We do have, I think we need like $80 for the incubator for the 18 and under contest. If you don't know what that is, it's completely fine. I did a video on it not too long ago. Verna can put that in the comments if you want to check that out. But we do a contest every month for the 18 and under contest. And it's anyone that's 18 and under to promote self-sufficiency, reliability, responsibility, and entrepreneurship to the next generation. And we take donations on here every Sunday. Those donations go towards an incubator for the 18 and under contest. Obviously, Dale's Quails donates a brooder every month. Wynola Ranch donates a very nice cage every month. Whiskey Tango Farms donates a heat lamp, which is not cheap. A feeder and a water for the brooder, which is extremely helpful. So you have everything there. And an egg holder for when you start laying the eggs. I produce, Myshire Farm will supply eggs and a candler for you. Ed Got Bait is donating a pair of quail egg scissors. And then the donations go towards an incubator for that 18 and under contest. So we need like $80 if you want to contribute. I don't see it. Interesting. Is it on your guys's? I am on a different computer this week. Hold on just a second. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, it's just not on this one. So there should be a $sign next to your comment section. That $sign is either a super sticker or super chat. It's really just a donation to the channel, and then those donations go each month to the 18 and under contest, just so you know what's going on with that. I've already seen Dale's Quails. Gaining knowledge is the first step, and wisdom sharing it is the first step to humanity. Love the saying. That's awesome. He donated $20 plus is donating a brooder, which is not cheap either. So thank you very much. And EE donated $20 as well. So thank you very much, EE. Verna Young is writing all the donations down. We're keeping track. At the beginning of every month, we'll announce a new winner every month for the contest. And I will let you know what we raised, what we spent it on, so everybody knows where all the money goes. But that is what that's going towards. And if you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. My goal is to hit 130 likes tonight. I think it's going to be a little rough to get there, but if you all can contribute to support the channel, I think we can, and that would be awesome. That is all the announcements. I think I've bored you enough for the past 10 minutes. So let's get into questions, shall we? Oh dear. Yeah, I'm a little behind already. Phyllis Wells donated $10. Thank you very much, Phyllis. I really appreciate that. And it's going to a great cause. But I know I told you I was done, but I lied. Ezekiel won November's contest, so we will be announcing in December the next winner. But he already received the incubator that I sent to him, which was a Hovabator Supreme combo kit. I don't even know. It just had a lot of stuff in it. And he was super excited, very excited about it. I know that most of everybody have already sent their stuff. Our eggs are going out tomorrow. I wanted to give him a couple days to set up the incubator before we shipped out. But we'll be shipping him out tomorrow, and he will be on his journey. I have asked for all the 18 and under contestants to send pictures or videos throughout their process, and we will be posting those on our YouTube channel as well, so that you can see the process of the 18 and under contest, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I told Ezekiel that. So Jasmine, if you could help me out with that, that would be fantastic. All right, now I'm done boring you. Let's get into some stuff, shall we? And thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. That's super cool. So thank you. Linda Lannon is in the house. That's interesting. I couldn't say it out loud. I made it. I ordered one of your starter packs of birds last night. The pack is 1 male and 5 females, headed for Florida. Awesome. And we'll ship those out Tuesday for you. You'll probably get a tracking number tomorrow, but we'll ship out Tuesday, and you should have them no later than Thursday. And of course, we guarantee that all of our live quail will show up happy and healthy. So you've got no worries there. I have no idea what went wrong with my 36 quail eggs that came from Amazon. I may have done something wrong. Incubator temp off, postal scramble, my bad. And the seller says, so sad. Well, unfortunately, that does happen. Now, here at Myshire Farm, we do guarantee a minimum of a 50% hatch rate. Our hatching eggs this year for shipped eggs is 75.3%. We're almost at 75.4. So we're sitting at a 75.3 average hatch rate on shipped eggs this year, which is fantastic. And I do believe that Beth had a fantastic hatch rate on her GPCs this week. So that is awesome as well. Joan is in the house from Southern Arizona. Welcome. Glad you're here. Let's see. I was having withdrawal. You're an hour later for this Arizona gal. Yep, absolutely. The time change messed me up all day today too. I kept running behind. I'm like, what is going on? So I get that. Linda says, I've been sitting here waiting. Ivan just said, you know, you're an hour early, right? And I said, crap on a cracker. I like that saying. I like that. Zelda, I'm going to move you back a little bit. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will get to your questions as soon as possible. I think that is it for me on rambling on, so we should start moving faster. Zelda's in the house from Wisconsin. Welcome. Linda says, I've been checking out this young lad's setup. Wow, he did it right. Love the poop chute conveyor system. We do have some a tour playlist on our YouTube channel. We've went away from the conveyor system and have something even cooler, so you'll need to check that out because it's awesome. Jasmine Bass is in the house. Hello, everyone, tuning in from Southwest Missouri. Welcome. Living a Rogue Life is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Junie's in the house from Chile, Virginia. Welcome. Glad you're here. Verna says, yesterday I got my first eggs from my pansy fees. They are exactly 6 weeks old. She didn't say that, but I talked to her, so which is super awesome. So she's well on her way. Richard Brown says, got eggs pipping now. Have to work for the next 36 hours. Is that okay? Yeah, that'll be fine. We recommend 24, but they can go 36 to 48. Some people let them stay for 72. That scares me a little bit. So just when you get home from work, take them out. They'll be fine. Not a worry. Carrie Cowherd donated $20. Thank you to everyone who donates for the kids. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I do believe, I lost my spot. I wasn't too far down, was I? Yeah, there we are. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we're almost right there for the whole month. So thank you very much to all the donations. I really appreciate it. Junie says, I'm going to have to increase my setup. My local grocery stores are being cleared out of eggs and chicken meat every day. They can't get enough stock in to keep up. Well, that is a problem, and that's going to help all of us backyard people, which is fantastic in that regard. Not that everybody's running out of stuff. That's not good. I've got my own feelings on that I'll keep to myself. But yeah, I'm going to I don't like how this is set up tonight. I'm just not feeling too comfortable. I apologize. Oh dear, what did I do there? Okay, here we go. All right. We got 14 people waiting. Let's all hit the like button and get a head start on tonight. Thank you very much. It looks like we were up to 70, so that's super awesome. If you can hit the like button, support the channel, I greatly appreciate it. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will get to them. We've got a great community here that usually answers the questions before I even get to it, but I'll answer it too. Linda says, hey, Verna Young, Zach should be shipping out a starter pack of bird. Oh, you're not talking to me, you're talking to Verna. Flew the Coop Farms from Urick, Missouri's in the house. Welcome, glad you're here. You won some eggs last week from us. Congratulations. I was thumb number 1. Well, thank you very much, Linda. I appreciate it. Row S is in the house. Hi, all from Canada. Welcome. Glad you're here. Obviously, Ed Got Bait is in the house. William Anthony's in Wisconsin. Welcome. Glad you're here. Harlan Cooper's in the house. Welcome. Oh, crap. Lost my spot again. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm very sorry. It's the time change, everybody. It's freaking me out. Trudy, I do believe I didn't miss anything. William Anthony's from Wisconsin. Harlan Cooper's here. Yep, here we go. All right, Trudy Maddox is in the house from Clinton, Arkansas. Welcome. And yes, all the moderators on my YouTube channel, which is Beth Reed, Verna Young, and Ed Got Bait, they're all in blue with a little wrench. And that just shows that they are a moderator. Dan Dresso, I hope I said that correct, from Texas is in the house. Welcome. Bonnie Hayes is in the house from Maine. Welcome. Don't get a lot of Maines. Not talking to me. Harlan says, hello again. My question for tonight, are jumbo whites pretty laid back in, I'm assuming laid back in nature? My biggest problem is the humidity where it would fluctuate 10%. What? Hello again. They are very docile, if that is your question. I'm a little confused on it, but I believe you're asking if they're docile. Yes, they are very laid back. Out of all the jumbos, the jumbo whites are the most docile. You can pick them up and put them down 100 times and they'll be just fine. So, yeah, that's not a problem at all, if that is your question. Bonnie says, hi, our jumbo Caternix are due to hatch sometime tonight. Awesome, best of luck to you. And keep us posted. Nikki James says, hi, beautiful people from Missouri. Welcome, glad you're here. Katrina's in the house from Gilroy, California. Welcome, glad you're here. S Not S from Ohio. Welcome, neighbor, glad you're here. Rodney Noble is in the house from Hamilton, Ohio. That's not too far away. Can an upright freezer be converted to an incubator and a wine cooler as a hatchery? Yes. Yes, it can. We transformed a double-sided like Coke cooler from like a gas station. That is our Gigantor. That's our big incubator. And then a smaller one we transformed to kind of like a Gatorade stand. We transformed that into a hatchery. But yeah, very easily it can be done. Frank is in the house from Wisconsin. In fact, Jasmine Bass just did that. And it looks like it's going very well, so that's wonderful. Frank Kimball's in the house from Wisconsin. Welcome. Tim is in the house. Hello, welcome. Jesse Mills is in the house. Welcome, and congrats on the auction win today. You did great. Cameron Kruger is in the house from Oklahoma. Welcome. S Not S says, question, I noticed on Myshire's brooder video that heat lights are not covered. Will quail instinctively not get too close? Yes, they will take care of that for you. They don't need a little cover on it or anything like that, though. They don't like to get too hot, so they won't go too close. So yeah, that's not a problem at all. I don't think I've ever had one get burned. I don't think there's ever been an issue. PJ's Family Farm is in the house from New York. Welcome, glad you're here. Katrina's in the house. Well, eggs should start hatching tomorrow. Also, one of my bunnies had just one baby today. First baby bunny for me. That's awesome. Congratulations. And you have a very busy week ahead of you, but a fun one. We hear you. We hear you. Thank you very much. What the Quail Farm is in the house. Welcome. Love the name. Val Pollard is in the house from the UK. Welcome. Glad you're here. La Rochelle Farm is in the house from Connecticut. Look at me saying it the first time and quickly. I'm getting on track now. Welcome. Israel from Puerto Rico is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. JL Murphy from Georgia is in the house. Anne is in the house. Good evening, Quail friends. Welcome. Grafter Branch Homestead is in the house. Can't stay tonight, unfortunately. Just wanted to say hi and give a thumbs up. Well, thank you very much and best of luck to you. And thanks for stopping by and the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Support the channel by hitting that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. Rhinebeck Poultry and Aviary from North Carolina is in the house. Terry is in the house from Alabama. Joldy Hahn. Slight crackling happening. I think it's the chair. I think it was that. But I moved the iPad, so I don't think that'll be a problem anymore. What was going on? There we are. Anne from Northeast Ohio is in the house. Welcome. A lot of Ohioans tonight. Welcome. Dunroman Farms from Kentucky is in the house. Welcome. Dale's Quails, good evening, everyone. Wisconsin here. Busy time is upon us. Hope everyone is all ready for winter. Absolutely. I did do a winterization for quail video this week you can check out. And that should help you get prepared for winter. Obviously, there's a lot of other things, but that video could have went on for hours. So those were just some tips and tricks along the way that we do here at Myshire Farm. Joe's in the house. Can a rabbit nipple water be used for quail? Yes. We don't use them, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that La Rochelle Farm uses the nipples, and he swears by them. Yeah, I mean, the nipples could work. I don't like them. Nikki James is in the house. Yeah, definitely hearing a static. Yeah, it was my chair. Misty is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Zelda, Zach, what is the biggest quail? A guy told us that he is raising quail that is big as a pigeon. Okay. The largest quail is jumbo wilds. They'll always be the largest. And the largest we've gotten is like 17.8 ounces. But we don't like to do that. They're not healthy at that weight. So a good sized jumbo that is long lasting, egg producing, good meat is around 13 to 14 and a half ounces is a good size for jumbos. The jumbo wilds. Very good question. Charles is in the house. Got 50 hatched, 35 down to 26 now. I don't know what that means. Got 50 hatched, 35 down to 26 now. Charles, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. If you can clarify, I can try to help you out. I'm assuming you're having chick fatality. If that's the case, I've actually got a video on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, that talks about the top 5 reasons for chick fatality, and you can check that out. And hopefully that'll help. If that's what you were saying, I'm sorry. Robin C is in the house. Welcome. Linda, will the 3 foot by 4 foot by 16 inches tall cage that Ivan built be good for 6 birds? Well, I recommend 3 quail per square foot for the standards, or 3.5 quail per square foot for the standards. So 3 times 4 is 12, so plenty. You have more than enough room. You could add a couple more breeders if you'd like. Veronica's in the house. Got my Myshire eggs yesterday, all in excellent shape. 3 incubators running and just finished filling them. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And obviously keep us posted. I'm going to move you one more time. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to move you over here. Oh dear. I need to put my leg up. I hurt my leg yesterday. We were helping somebody out of town and I bumped it and it's sore. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's see. Cameron Kruger says eggs went into lockdown today. Super excited. I will let you know the hatch rate. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And obviously keep me posted. The reason why people give me updates on hatching eggs is because I write those down. We keep those in a file. And then if a customer wants to know what the average hatch rate on shipped eggs that we get, or a specific color or a specific jumbo, I have those numbers at all times. Well, not, I mean, I can get those numbers most of the time. Sometimes I'm not around. Yeah, so that's why they do that. And I really appreciate it. And it helps others. So that's wonderful. Perry's in the house from Hawaii. Welcome. Oh, maybe not. I read it wrong. Sorry. I don't know if he's from Hawaii. Probably not. But Perry is in the house and he was saying hi to everyone. Probably should have read the whole thing, huh? La Rochelle Farm says, Zach, thank you very much for your feedback this week. I really appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts. I did take that order, even if it ends up being a loss. Leader, I'm good with that. Yeah, I think that I would have done it. I would have done it. So I don't think it's the wrong call. I think you'll learn stuff from it. And I think there's a potential of you getting a lot more clients out of it once they see your quality. So yeah, best of luck. I'm glad you took the deal, and I'd love for you to keep me posted on that, for real. Carrion is in the house from Louisiana. Just ordered some feather sexed eggs from you. Ordered the pastel collection several months ago. Added about 70% hatch on the pastels. That's wonderful. Congratulations. I will write that down. Ooh, this chair. All right, that's not gonna work. That chair is gonna drive me crazy. All right, here we go. So I'll just sit up like that. Katrina says, regarding the record keeping video, first of all, awesome to see and very helpful. Thank you. Second, I can help with Excel stuff. I commented on the video and can help you link data sheets if that's helpful. I don't know what that means, but it might be helpful. I don't know. Yeah, if you want to get a hold of me this week, I have been trying to keep up with the comments on YouTube, but yesterday I was completely out of town for like 14 hours straight, and where we were, there was no cell service, which was kind of nice, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to get caught up now, and that is one thing I could not get caught up on. Again, Dale's Quails not only participates in the 18 and under contest every month by sending them a free brooder with free shipping, which is very expensive, but he also donated $20 to the 18 and under contest so they can get a nice incubator. So again, thank you very much, Dale's Quails. I really do appreciate it. JL Murphy says, I'm not ready for Quail again yet. That is okay. You will be. It'll be fun. So I think I told you already, but if you didn't, I did. So yeah, Beth Reed got 23 out of 30 GPCs, which is the German pastel collection. And she won a contest from those, actually. 3 candled clear at lockdown, which is wonderful. So she's got it going on. She's got her rhythm and is doing everything right. And congratulations, Beth. Shannon Robinson is in the house. Welcome. Oh, that felt much better. While we're waiting, Homestead says, good evening, all from Wyandotte County, Ohio. Thank you for the Quail for Profit video this week. The record keeping is so important. Great to have a starting place of what to track. Absolutely. Again, a lot of people are going to be all over the place on that. Some people were, really good at that stuff, and they're going to have it much nicer and things like that. But simplistic is fine with me. I've been doing it for years, and I'm kind of a creature of habit. So that works okay for me. Katrina might be helping me out and making it a lot simpler this week, which would be cool. But those are the things that we track, and I was more trying to show you what we were tracking rather than how we set it up, because how we set it up, anybody could do it. I did it, so. DW Custom Knives says, howdy from Texas. Welcome. Hopefully next month I can get started building my first cages and brooder. Going to order 50 eggs to start with. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And that's always fun. So you are well on your way. And I'm very excited about it. So best of luck. And if you need anything, feel free to let me know. I'm going to drop you a little bit because I'm just not comfortable. So I'm going to move you, and then I'm going to move me, and then that chair should stop moving, and everything will be great. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm good now. Okay. Ericism says, hi, in Ohio. Welcome. A lot of Ohioans tonight. I had 17 hatch out of 25. Rest still in incubator. My question is that 2 of them have legs that don't work. Will they get better or probably just die? I don't really know what you mean by legs that don't work. If they're curled up, usually that is not a fixable issue. If they're splayed leg, you can fix that. There are a couple different methods on that, and that is due to an environmental issue with a slippery floor. I will write those numbers down, 17 out of 20. Oh, you said they're not done yet. Ericism, if you will contact me, you can text me this week, 937-760-7282, and let me know what the final tally is on your hatch rate, and I will write it down then. I don't want to write it down wrong and then write it twice and stuff like that. So this is a good question. I'm actually going to talk about it for just a second. So because I think that this will help other people out, and I think this will answer questions that you might not even have. But when they hatch out, when they hatch out and they have curled toes, that is due to them being in lockdown longer than what they should have, not hatched, which means that's usually a humidity issue problem. If they hatch out and they have splayed legs, so their legs go to the sides, that is an environmental issue. So you can have multiple issues. You can have a shipping issue, right? They're scrambled and whatever. You can have a genetics issue. It's really not the case almost anywhere. You might, I won't say, I don't know everybody else, but usually that's not the case. Could be a shipping issue. Again, really not the case. The 2 major issues most of the time is either an incubation issue or an environmental issue. And you can do a process of elimination and find out which one is which. And they're both solvable. The shipping issue is solvable as well. The genetic issue is solvable, but that's a long-term process. Everything else is not as long. It's a quick fix kind of thing, if that helps. Velvet Nix is in the house from I don't know where she's from. Velvet Nix. I don't know how to say that. I apologize. Nope, I can't even pronounce it. Cuyahoga Falls? Well, that doesn't sound bad. Cuyahoga Falls? I'm going to say that's where you're from. But welcome. I'm glad to hear. And if that's not right, you can correct me. Zelda says, I ordered eggs from you. I bought 3 Myshire Winola cages. We have the hatching time cage. I'll never buy another. Unfortunately, I have heard that multiple times. I'm sorry to hear that. You will love these Winola Ranch cages that are the ones that are the Myshire exclusive. They are awesome, fantastic. And if you have any questions or any issues, feel free to reach out to me or Winola Ranch. But you won't be upset with those at all. While we're waiting, Homestead says, thinking you should think about making an app that would have all the record keeping things. We have actually started working on that, and building an app is not as easy as you would think, and it's a much longer process with a bunch of trademarks and a bunch of this, that, and the other. But that actually is in the works. It's on my phone, actually. So it's in the beta testing. I don't know. Somebody else is helping me, obviously. Let's see. EE, again, I've already acknowledged, but did donate $20 to the 18 and under contest. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That is very, very helpful and will go to a great cause. So thank you again. Gary says, hello from North Carolina. I really enjoy your videos. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Moon Outdoors is in the house from Ohio. Ohio's showing up and representing tonight. Y'all are wonderful for doing this 18 contest. Well, thank you very much. And it's something very near and dear to our hearts, as well as Winola Ranch. And then this year, Whiskey Tango Farms, Ed Got Bait, Dale's Quails, they have all jumped in, without me even asking. They've just done it and wanted to contribute, and they're doing great. So it's something that's very near and dear to all of our hearts, that we really need to help the next generation for sure. Is to do 4 foot tall too short for an aviary? If you're going to do an aviary, it'd be ideal to do 6 foot. If you've already got it, then it'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. Ideally, it's 6 foot for an aviary. Yes, I did. Yeah, I was trying to add Ed Got Bait today to the moderator list so that he could be a moderator on here. And somehow I deleted Beth and Verna from being moderators, and I don't even know how that happened. And then I couldn't get it back, and it was rough. But they're all 3 on there. I fixed it all by myself after watching like 12 YouTube videos, and I might have said a couple obscene things, but no one was home, so it was fine. Lynn from North Carolina is in the house. Welcome, glad you're here. Joy's in the house from Western Oregon. Welcome, glad you're here. James Owens is in the house. Welcome. What the Quail Farm says, would you say cage height could be about 16 inches? It's not ideal. You can. I really like the 8 to 12 inches or the 6 foot. Like, I don't really like anything in between. But you could make anything work. 16's a little high. If you could make that shorter, that'd be ideal. If that's just what you got, then we'll make it work, and it's not that big of a deal. But if you're building something, 8 to 12 inches or 6 foot. Beth Reed is representing Arkansas. Welcome. Ed, I don't remember what state you're from. Verna, obviously, is my neighbor, right down the road, about 20 minutes away. She's in Ohio, so another Ohioan representing tonight. Let's see. Let's hit the like button. 120 eggs going into lockdown tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck. Best of luck to you. Big 007. And I hope all goes well. Let's see. I did say that wrong. I said 8 to 12. I meant 12 to 18. I don't know why I said 8 to 12. I meant 12 to 18. I apologize. So yeah, Katrina was correct. Thank you very much. 12 to 18 inches or 6 foot or higher is ideal. I have no idea why I said 8. Courtney Shore says, where do kids submit for the kids and Quail's giveaway? What's the email address? It is zach@myshirefarm.com. I am sure Verna saw that and put that in the comments. I don't see it though. So Verna, if you could put my contact information in there again, she'll put a link to the email address, my phone number, and the website. Let's see. Deronda Livingston says, Clement says to tell you what that we have eggs from you hatching as we watch you tonight. So exciting. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And in a couple days, let me know how the final hatch goes, and I will make sure to write that in our records. But you guys are well on your way, and I'm sure you will get an amazing hatch. Adam is in the house from Canada. Welcome. Glad you're here. Super cool. Joldy Han says, thank you all. That's what I was worried about. Appreciate the answers. Glad they could help. I lost my, oh, there we are. Living a Real Life says, hi from Houston, Texas. Any advice on poop management on a smaller scale than Papa the Builder, say 60 to 100? Very good question. You could compost if you've got the garden. I know a couple of people that have about 50 quail, and they actually just use a trash bag and put it in the trash. I don't know if you should do that or not. Also, I think it's 3 of my customers, but I could be wrong. A few of them actually give away the poop for free, but then they don't have to mess with it. So they just put it in a big bag, and then someone comes, picks it up. It's fertilizer. They compost it themselves. So that could be an option too. You could just, find your local feed store and say, hey, I've got this poop that's quail poop. It's really good for composting. Do you want it? Usually they'll take it off your hands. Sometimes you can, I know a couple of them are selling it, and some of them are just giving it away so they don't have to deal with it. So that's just an option too. Can't say, just wanted to stop in and hit the like button. Well, thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate it. Do your Jumbo Wilds have the recessive brown gene? The brown gene is not recessive. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know of a brown gene that is recessive. Unless you mean the recessive white. I don't think you would, though. Well, no, but yeah, the brown gene is not recessive, if that helps. But if you have another question I didn't answer it correctly, feel free to ask again. Courtney Shore, Beth Reed actually did put my email address on there. Thank you very much, Beth. Mitch in Ohio, another Ohioan, ordered 25 Jumbo Wilds, got 30, hatch 17, first timer. Love the numbers. Congratulations. I will write that down. Congratulations, and I'm glad you're starting out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to help in any which way we can. But congratulations. If you can, hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. It would make me feel good. Roas says, I put my quail in freezer this weekend. Some had yellow colored fat, some orangey colored. Why the difference? It really just depends on age and the feed. If they were the same age and on the same feed, then I'm not too sure. But most likely the orangey color are older quail, if I would guess. But you can let me know if I was correct or not. Carrie Cowherd donated $20. Thank you to everyone who donates for the kids. That went to the 18 and under contest, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's going to a great cause. Vam Smith from Colorado's in the house. What is the most memorable and or interesting feedback you have gotten from a customer? I don't know. That is hard to say. I will do the most recent, because I've had a lot of great feedback from customers. Yeah, the most recent is I've been putting out this Quail for Profit playlist, and 3 different people have contacted me within the past month, watching these videos, and they use some of these, and they are selling out. They are making money. They're putting money back so that they can try to do just a homestead in general full time. And they're optimistic. They're telling everybody else that they should be self-sufficient. And so I would say that's very memorable for me because first and foremost, we really want to try to give back to the community, and we really want to really educate, encourage, and enthuse others to become more self-sufficient. And that's a great feedback that they're having success and we're contributing to that. So I would say that. Tim says, hey, Zach from Michigan, can you do a video on incubator tilting shelves? That is on the list. We're actually, we're having issues buying the supplies right now. We are going to actually build a new Gigantor, and we're actually going to do a playlist on it. So it's not going to be an hour and 20-minute long video, but we're going to break those down every video. And so you can go step by step. And so it is in the works, but we're not getting the parts that we usually get. So we're a little stuck on that. We were planning on starting on that about a month ago because actually Jasmine Bass reached out And I said, yeah, if you can wait a couple of weeks, and we still don't have the parts. So that is in the works. We're just waiting on the right parts. Jolie says, can multiple hatches go into the same brooder if they are hatched within a week of each other? They can. You really shouldn't have any issues with that. I wouldn't do any older than a week. We've done it before with no issues. It's not ideal, but it's fine. It's fine. They won't pick on each other. Once they're about 2 weeks difference in age, that's when they'll get starting to get picked on, stepped on, things like that. But if they're within a week, then they're fine. Big 007 says, we butchered our last of our turkeys today. First time raising them. They were huge and friendly. Awesome. We had turkeys for quite some time, and they were very messy creatures and kept destroying all of our stuff. So we got rid of them. Wouldn't mind getting some more, but I'm sure I will feel the same way. But we did like them. Verna did put a group on there. I am going to mention it real quick. Verna's done a fantastic job helping me out lately. She's also taken a huge... still can't think of the word I was looking for. Primary step. She's been taking care of newbie quail lovers lately that I've been trying to get together. And she's been doing a great job. I think we're close to 3,000 members. We were the largest quail group on Facebook until they shut me down, but we just started over, and we're almost up to a 3,000. A big part of that is Verna. If you are new to quail, if you're getting into quail, if you want to learn more about quail, if you want to help others learn to be better at quail, I really ask you to join that group. Verna did put it in the comment section, the link to the Facebook group called Newbie Quail Lovers, and it's a fantastic site. And once again, we will become the #1 quail group on Facebook. It just will take us some time since Facebook hates me, but we'll just start again. They ain't gonna stop me. They just slow me down. Can quail lay double yolkers? Yes, they can. Typically, the ones that lay double yolkers about 2 or 3 days straight will always lay double yolkers. Sometimes they'll just lay a big egg, but if you're getting consistent double yolkers from a quail, then they are probably a double yolker quail. Not super common, but not rare either. It's kind of, you don't get it a lot, but James Owen says, question, hello from Central Texas, welcome. How many generations do you reckon it would take to get from 250 to 450? Well, it depends on your breeding program, and I would say you're literally trying to almost double. If you do it right and you have a good breeding program, if you're trying to double, I would say about 2.5 years if you do it right, and it's going to stay consistent. Charlie's in the house from Arlington, Texas. Welcome. Donna is in the house. I had twins in my egg, didn't make it, but full grown. Absolutely, that can happen. We've only had them hatch out once. We've only hatched out twins once. Carrie says, I just jumped in to donate for the kids. Well, thank you very much, Carrie. I've been on the road all day, so I'm going to need early good night, everyone. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for showing up and donating. So I really appreciate that. Veronica says, is it possible to get 2 chicks from a double yoker? It's not really. Again, we've only done it once. You can. It's possible. Very, very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. Let's see. J.O. Murphy says 80 likes to 97 watching. We got 104 watching and 103 likes. So if you're on here and you've not hit the like button yet, support my channel by just hitting the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And support the channel so that other people can learn to become more self-sufficient with their Quaternic quail. It helps the word get out. I would greatly appreciate it. And it makes me feel good, really. So if you can help me make me feel good, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it makes me feel good. James, hey all, late arriving, push that button. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love all the support. You guys are awesome. Double yolked eggs rarely hatch and usually have problems and don't survive. If they do, personally, I think it's cruel to incubate them. Yeah, I mean, we've done experiments with them. We don't really use them anymore. Sometimes I will. It depends how double. Sometimes I try to hatch them out, but yeah. I guess it's a difference between a double yolker and just a really big egg. There's a fine line there. But yeah, double yolkers usually won't hatch. We have hatched out 15 to 20 single chick double yolkers, and they've been massive. I mean, ridiculously huge. But we've also hatched out a bunch of double yolkers that were real tiny and didn't make it very long. It's not a great idea to hatch out the double yolkers. You're not going to get a good hatch rate from them. You really don't want them to continue in your breeding program and many other things. But if you just want to test it out, there's nothing wrong with it. Terry Yvonne Story is in the house. Quail and red tip tails. Hi from Alabama. Terry in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. James Owen says, I have 1 week on 24 tuxedo Tibetans. Well, best of luck to you, and let us know how that goes. Shelly is in the house from South Carolina. Welcome. How far am I behind? I'm a little behind. Katrina says, we added more deep litter wood chips to the aviary today. They love it. I was tossing it in, and they were incredibly they immediately started to scratch in it and find stuff to eat. Awesome. I'm glad that they were enjoying it. J.O. Murphy says, I've had great luck with Jumbo Wilds. Wonderful. I like to hear that. Veronica says, how would you tell if it's a double yolker before putting it in the incubator? You can tell. I mean, if it's literally double the size of a normal egg, and you pick it up and you go, good Lord, then I wouldn't incubate it. That's the scientific way to find out. We don't usually 9 times out of 10, we won't incubate anything over 21 grams is usually what we'll do. So anything over 21, we don't incubate. Susan says, hi all from Northwest Arkansas. Welcome. Glad to hear it. Katrina's not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. S not SS question, is city water an issue for quail? Not sure what they put in it. I've heard fluoride. No, most of my customers have city water. It's not a problem at all. Moon Outdoor says 26 out of 30 candled in lockdown on Myshire Egyptians. We'll let you know this week. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And I like the numbers so far. Verna did put the winterizing your quail video in the comments to click on that if you're wanting to know more about winterizing your quail. Thank you very much, Verna. What the Quail Farm says, thanks for showing us your Quail for Profit video. A lot of record-keeping ideas to help us get started. Absolutely. And that was the goal. So I'm glad it's working. So congratulations. Thank you for watching it, and best of luck to you. We are almost at my goal for the like, so if you could hit the like button and support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. That would be awesome. Not talking to me. Yusuf is in the house. Hello, everyone from Quaternic's Homestead. Welcome. I don't have a mic on, Beth. I don't use mics on my lives anymore. It kept being more issues. I wonder if it's still working or doing that since I moved. I didn't feel comfortable earlier, so I moved, and hopefully that fixed it. PJ's Family Farm says, love the Quail for Profit video. Great ideas for my own setup. Thank you. Awesome. Glad it's helping. Yeah, that's great. I've heard a lot of good feedback on that video, and I'm glad that it works. Awesome. I was actually going to do a Quail for Profit video on selling techniques, And I just had so many questions about record keeping that I moved them around. So I still got a couple more Quail for Profit videos we'll do. La Rochelle Farm says, I do use horizontal nipples for quail and chickens. Also, the geese use them. And yes, I have heated rabbit water attached to my Winola Ranch cage. Well, there you go. See, I knew it. Verna did put in the thanks, Beth. I'll check into it. I don't know what else it could be. Unless it's this. Could be that. Why are my chicks dying? Oh, right. So somebody was asking about their chicks dying or whatever. Verna actually put in the comments the video link to the Why Are My Chicks Dying video I did about a year ago. Not talking to me. LaRonda Torson is in the house from Northern California. Northern Californian Redwoods. Awesome. Glad you're here. And I believe you won an auction today as well. So congratulations on that. And I'm glad you participated. And hopefully you had fun. And thanks for being here. Crap. I don't know. All right. I'll look at it this week. Richard says, went to falconry meet today and got the word out that I will be having feeders. Hope I can stay sold out. Wonderful. That's a great way to do it. And I'd love to know the feedback. We actually do have a Facebook group called Quail for Profit. And you can join on there and kind of communicate with everybody else that's doing for profit. Share your experiences, your success, and your failures. And it really seems to be helping a lot of people out. So I'd love for you to join that if you haven't already. Katrina says, I was hoping for more. Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Ice and elevate that leg. It's okay. It's just a little sore. And I'm kind of being a baby, so it'll be fine. Marilyn Perry says hello from Statesville, North Carolina. Welcome. Glad you're here. Jessie Mill says today's auction win was for my 5-year-old. She decided yesterday she wanted to sell her buttons and get her own Caturnix. It's my girl. She picked white as her favorite, so that worked out perfect when I saw the auction. Well, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, she'll love them, and I will get those out to you as soon as possible. And Jessie Mills, if you're still on, what is your daughter's name? I hear it now since he moved. Crap. I'm sorry for the static or whatever's going on. Oh, you know what? It actually might be the vent, which I'm not going to do anything about right now, but I could. I can try to fix that next week. I bet that's it. I'll actually try to listen, not to the whole thing. I'll try to listen to a little bit of this video tomorrow and try to find out what the problem is, and we'll try to solve this for next time. I completely lost my spot, so I am working on that now. I'm very sorry. Oh, here we go. Found it. I wish I had bought eggs did as well as my quail hatch. My button eggs did as well as my quail hatch. Got 4 out of 12 silky. It's not great, but it's not awful. You got 4. And I've heard silkies are kind of hard to hatch, is what I've heard. MG Toe Shorts 2.0 says, question, I got 8 female and 2 male jumbo wilds. How many eggs should I be getting? Well, that all depends on your setup, but if you have 8 females, you should be getting, I don't know, between 5 and 7 eggs a day every day. But that depends on your lighting and your feed and how old they are. A lot of different issues. But you should be getting at the minimum 5, at the most probably, I mean, you could get 8. I would say 5 to 7 would be a good number. Yusuf says, I've hatched out 85 eggs, 30 are from Southwest Game Birds that I won in the giveaway, 60 are from a seller on eBay called Fran's Family Homestead, updating my bloodline. There you go. Don't lay well. Oh, not talking to me. Fran and Brian from Londonderry, Ohio say hello. Welcome, glad you're here. Looking forward to getting some jumbos from you in December. We like the record keeping a lot. Awesome. Thank you very much. And I'm glad I gave you some ideas. That was the whole point. I hate when I'm hurt and can't get comfortable. Yeah, yeah, that hurts. And that hurts. So if I'm just in the middle, it's okay. Is an LED light bulb enough or should I get 4-foot fluorescent to light up an 8x3 cage? Not getting much eggs. Well, are they getting 16 to 18 hours of light a day? Most likely, again, I mean, it depends on where the light bulb is. You know, if it's in the middle of the room and the cage is all the way in the corner, yeah. The 4-foot fluorescent. Well, long term, the 4-foot fluorescent would be better. Long term. So, there's that. But they need 16 to 18 hours of light a day. They need a good layer crumble. They need to feel safe. They need to be able to get out of the elements. Would be some of the big things. Big Country's in the house from Virginia. Welcome. Glad you're here. James is in the house. You seem to have a pretty good handle on the chat line. Have you changed anything? I have not. I did add Ed. Ed got bait. I added him as a moderator. Beth is back. But no. I think last week was just a crazy week. But yeah, we're not too bad. About a half hour behind, which isn't too bad. Is getting an egg a day from... getting eggs a day from 15. I don't know what that means, Yusuf. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Buckeyes rule. I did see that. Absolutely, Verna. I like the record keeping video. I'm going to set up some files to practice with. Well, great. Velvet Nix. Awesome. And best of luck to you. Yusuf says, Zach was shipping $35, or is it an error? I don't know what you mean. Sorry, I don't know what that means. Shipping on what? Verna says, I love the pansy fees. Absolutely. They are my favorite color as well. One baby is calling already 4 days old. It happens. Sometimes you get those very eager ones that want to let you know. Yeah, we've had some that we've put into the incubator, or we've put them from the lockdown into the incubator, and they just started going, and it wasn't like they were like telling us that they were cold, like they just went in there. They were just looking up at us and started crowing. And it's like, okay, that's cool. So it does happen every once in a while. Question for the room, should we pitch in to get Zach a comfy chair? I have one. My son was doing a video on his YouTube channel out there, and he was already sitting in the comfy chair, so I had to take his old chair, and so it's not that it's not that comfy, it's just he stole my chair. And he was already doing the video before I started, so I just let him have it tonight. Living a Rogue Life says, this morning I had 42 quail, 2 breeder sets, and the rest 8 to 10 weeks. Got an order for 36 meat birds, 12 were large enough to harvest. 8-week-olds are really scrawny. Best age to harvest for best weight. I actually do 8 weeks old, is what I do. I would, if you're just raising them to butcher, I'd have them on a high protein their entire life. Yeah, we butchered 8 weeks. No matter what, we butchered 8 weeks. I guess it depends on what kind of quail you have too. You know, are they jumbos or are they standards or a mix and things like that? Because you will get different sizes in that case. Donna says, Chinese grocery store and interested in balutes, said talk price, then how far should I travel? Davenport has store 2-hour drive. I guess it depends on whatever you're comfortable with. I can tell you. Wow, I keep losing everything tonight. Let's see. I can tell you that this Wednesday, I will be driving to Kentucky, Indiana, back to Northern Ohio, and then to Southern Ohio, and then home, all on Wednesday. So I'm going to the first place I'm going is to the University of Kentucky. They reached out to us about 2.5 months ago and wanted to order some quail. So they wanted us to hatch them out and raise them. So they're, I think, 5 weeks old this week. So I'll be taking those to them on Wednesday. And then I'll be cutting over to Indianapolis, Indiana to be dropping off 600 frozen to a falconer. And he's going to test them out. It's a new customer. And then I have 2 corporate accounts in Cincinnati to drop off to for eggs. And then I've got a balut drop off in Northern Ohio. So literally on Wednesday, I will be gone all day. The falconry is a decent amount of money. It's not as big. Usually for 600 quail, we would not be driving to Indianapolis, but it's a brand new account. It's a falconer association. And this was their trial run. And so if 600 is their trial run, could be a big account. So, and I'm already going to be out all day anyway. University of Kentucky, again, we're not making a ton of it. I did charge them full price, but we're delivering for free. But the reason I'm doing that is because they said I'm allowed to come in and talk to them, like the researchers and the vet. So yeah, I want to learn. So we're going to that. I think I'm the only one going. Everybody wanted to go to University of Kentucky, but now that I'm going everywhere all day, I think everybody backed out on me. So I'll be going alone. But I am hoping that I can do some videos while I'm at the University of Kentucky and post those videos. They have not confirmed that yet. They're working on it, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it'll go through. But I'll at least be able to take an interview. And even if I can't do the video, I can still relay the information to you. So that's going to be super cool. And then the falconer is supposed to sit down with me and look at the quail. We're going to hopefully do a video where he opens them up. He shows how he feeds them. He explains what he's looking for. So that'll be a great Quail for Profit video as well. So I've got some things in the works. So it's like a dual purpose, new account, University of Kentucky. I'm driving all day, but it'll be super cool. And then the rest of the accounts we already have those, but have to keep my customers happy, you know? Let's see. Freezer is the one that had hatching time collapse on him. Oh, that sucks. Eesh. That's not good at all. Misty says, what is the best way to clean a bunch of eggs to hard boil? Soak them in water. You can soak them in water. If you have a bubbler, just put them in a big bowl, fill it up with water, put the bubbler in there, just let it bubble for 30 minutes. That worked really well. Or you can just put them in a bowl of water, take them out and wipe them off. Hate my hatching time cages. I'm going to sell mine. Yeah, I've heard that a lot lately. I do not have any. They brought one to QuailCon, and so yeah, I guess we had one. It broke though. But that could have been us. We're really hard on cages. Like, we're used to 2x4s, and I mean, we're used to, hanging from the ceiling, and they're, so it could have been us. I gave my hatching time cage. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm hearing more and more about that. Unfortunately, I would highly recommend you checking out the new Myshire cage from Wynola Ranch. Man, that thing is gorgeous and super awesome. I love it. Coated wire. Very secure on the sides. Huge water trough. Predator protected, predator proof. Comes with the bucket, comes with all the tubing. Very nice tray that extends past the egg rollout because they will make a mess of that. It's fantastic. I highly recommend you check that out. Papa the Builder did a video on it 2 weeks ago if you want to check that out. But if I thought, and she did, Verna already put it in the comments because she is always ahead of what I'm doing. We only need, did I say 130? I think I did. 130 likes. We only need 4 more likes to hit my goal. I hope that's what I said. So hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, back to your questions. Living Rogue Life says, hey, my hatching time cages, I'm going to sell mine. We did go through that. They are getting 15 hours. I'm about to get a timer. Yes, do 18 hours. And then you can lower it down, but do 18. That'll jumpstart them a little bit faster delay. And then if you want to do, you know, because we recommend 16 to 18 hours, get 18, but you could do 16 and still get about the same amount. But if you do 18, that'll jumpstart them a little bit faster, delay more, and then you can cut it back and it won't affect them. PJ's Family Farm says, I'm having a hard time scraping poop from the hatching time brooders. I've never even seen their brooders. Unfortunately, I can't give you any advice. Yusuf says, yes, please. People, please don't buy the hatching time cages. They are not cost efficient. I just don't want to comment that during Terry's live because he's sponsored by them. There you go. I recommend Winola. Love Winola. Lee Roberts from Oklahoma's in the house. Welcome. Yusuf says they collapsed and it crushed one quail, which thank God didn't die. Oof, that's rough. They must be maturing a little slowly. Beth, are you talking? They must be maturing a little slowly then. Laying tends to be a little sporadic when they first start. By 10 to 12 weeks, you should be getting between 5 to 7 eggs per week per hen. Yeah. If that was the 8, yeah. I think he said he had 8 hens. Yeah. Yeah. Velvet Nick says, close enough. It's the same as the river that caught on fire. Oh, okay. I was close. Jerry Alexander says, grandsons are still here. They have a lot of questions. Most I can answer. They keep asking this one, breeding AA to Snowy, what color will be babies? Well, you'll get more AAs. You'll get more Snowies. You'll probably get a silver in there, an SSC. If you do it a couple times, you will start getting... with the Snowies, there's like 2 different colors of silver. It kind of fades, if that makes sense. Like it's really light silver to a very dark silver. Those light portions of the Snowy will actually turn like a reddish color, like the autumn amber color, and they're really cool. We're actually working on those now. So those are cool to do. Oops. We hit our likes. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate the support. That's super cool. Thank you. While we're waiting, Homestead says, we're blessed to process about 30 quail and 5 rabbits this week. Awesome. You are stocked up a little bit anyway. That is great. Zach says, I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I did know that. I knew that. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Yeah, I haven't replied. They haven't replied for 3. What? Oh, not talking to me. Donna says, well, 21 baby birds drink a lot, 1 quart in 2 hours. Yeah, they do. Well, they usually like to stay right when they're hatched. They like to stay right underneath the heat lamp. So they're going to overheat and dehydrate. And so they're just going to stay hot and keep drinking. They'll drink a lot. Do Asian customers prefer jumbo or regular size blutes? We've never offered jumbos. We only do regular size. I'm sure they would like the jumbo. Here's the thing. One, we only do regulars because all jumbos either go to breeders, live quail cells, or hatching eggs. Because we can make more money on hatching eggs than we can blutes, and we make a lot of money on jumbos. I mean, that's a lot of what we sell. Half of my barn is all jumbos. So that's one reason. The second reason is jumbos usually take a little bit longer to develop just because it's a larger egg, larger circumference, larger egg, longer to process. So usually, you know, if you have your standard eggs start to hatch on day 16, usually the jumbos will start hatching on day 17. It just takes a little bit longer, which screws everything up. So I wouldn't mix and match. I would either do regulars or do jumbos or offer them both with different price points. But I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, ask. I might have confused you more than helped. So, with so many incubators on the market, which one would you recommend for a beginner? I have looked on the reviews on all of them, and it seems that they are all inconsistent with heat. Yes. Whatever incubator you can. So, here's my big thing. You can have a great hatch rate in any incubator as long as you control it. So, I really like the GQF. So I really like even their cheaper brand, the Hovebators. I just like them. I just like them. I think that they're quality stuff. So I like Hovebators. But whatever incubator you get, I would highly recommend getting a hydrometer and a thermometer, maybe even 2 of each, and putting in there and reading those. As long as you control it, it doesn't matter if it's reading off because you can manipulate that. You can adjust it. But you always want to make sure that you're in control of it, if that makes sense. That's the best advice that I can give you. And after that, you can get a good hatch rate out of any of them. You just you have to control it, if that makes sense. But if you have questions, feel free to ask. PJ's put a little wood chips on hatching time trays and poo will fall off. There you go, Lee Roberts. Thank you very much. PJ Family Farms, you were saying that you were having issues with poop coming off the hatching time cages. Lee is saying put little wood chips on hatching time trays and poop will fall off. So there you go. I think, Lee, he was talking about the actual cage itself and not the poop trays. Unless that's what you mean. I don't know. You guys can talk. Bulldog says there's a guy on YouTube, Steve Hindy is his name, and he is making videos about you and other farms, and not in a good way. Animal activists looking for attention. Oh, I have not heard that. I'll see what he has to say. It's gonna be crap when he can't buy anything at the grocery stores and he has nothing to eat, huh? James says, serious question, should brooders be 8 to 12 inches high as well? Because most totes are over a foot deep, and there are a lot. The height doesn't matter. The height doesn't matter at all. Whatever you want to do. I lost my spot. Oh, PJ's Family Farm says, but the hatching time cabinet incubator has been amazing for my first hatch. I have second hatch in now. Awesome. Best of luck to you. And wish you the best. I hope it goes really well for you. What biosecurity measures have you folks chosen to take? A lot. That's kind of a hard question. There's a lot of steps. There's actually a checklist that our inspector gave us. I'm actually going to be doing a video on that, on biosecurity in the Quail for Profit playlist. So I can move that up maybe a little bit. I still want to do the selling techniques. That's kind of my thing. So I'd like to do that, but I can do the biosecurity 2 weeks from now. I can show you the checklist. We can go through it. Maybe show you some things and things like that. I can do a biosecurity. I will push that up for you. It'd be really hard to describe right now. I mean, there's just so many different routes you can go. Some of them are unnecessary and ridiculous, and some are kind of important, and some are like, oh yeah, that would be helpful. And so let's see. Katrina says, I'm seriously thinking about starting a black soldierfly larva color. There you go. That'd be cool. Yusuf says, question, is it hard to make sure all of your quails are healthy? No. I don't really know what you mean by that, but no. No, all of your quail should be healthy. I mean, you have to be aggressive in your calling for your breeders. Um, but no, all of your quail should be healthy. I don't really know what you mean by that. So if you want to maybe re-ask in a different way, maybe I can try to help you out. But no, it shouldn't be difficult. They're talking about they're talking about sex-linked brown. That's retarded. You guys aren't. It's just it doesn't matter. It's just a different shade. That's all it is. It's really not a big deal at all. And I don't even know why they call it sex-linked brown, because any brown is sex-linked. I don't. It's overcomplicating. I just don't get it. Why you want to do that? I lost my spot. And who said that? Thank you very much, Katrina. I was not realizing that they were talking about the sex-linked brown, just because I don't think it's even a big deal. But I know a lot of people were making it a big deal, so I should have thought about that. So thank you, Katrina, because I did not realize what they were talking about. Black fly colony, not color. I got you. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, I think I think that's a great idea. I'd like to do it next year at some point. I'd like to. We'll see if I can get to it. I've got about 1,655,000 things ahead of it, but I'd like to do it. James says, question is, anyone composting quail poop using black soldier flies? I'm planning to when I get started, unless the consensus is it's stupid idea, survey says. No, you can. It's not a bad idea. It just takes more time, which if you've got it, then that's great. I just don't have it right now. But we've got plenty of bugs and stuff like that around here that compost it for us. So we don't really have to do that. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. Jesse, oh, not talking to me. What the quail farm says, I put eggs in the incubator, but the thermometer wasn't reading correctly. The temp was 95 degrees for one day. The next day I increased the temp to 100. Do you think I should add a day to the time? You probably should add 2 days. 95 is real low. So I would add an extra 2 days to your time. Oh, are you talking about going into lockdown? No, I would put them in, I don't really know what you mean, but I would put them into lockdown the same time, but I would let them run for an extra 2 days. Yes, that would be my answer. If we could hit the like button, support channel. I only need 7 more likes because now I want 140, and that would make me happy. So hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Not talking to me. Day 12 with 28 pearl eggs. Everything looks good so far. Great information you have both here and on your website. Kudos. Well, thank you very much, The Daily Quail. I greatly appreciate it. Love the name, and hopefully it helps, and best of luck to you, and let me know if you need anything. I lost my spot. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Orange color or older. Yep, absolutely. Roes says, Zach, I did process old and young birds. They were all of the same feed, so their age must have been a cause for colored fat. Yes. So yeah, the older ones would have been the orange ones. And that will do it. Sometimes it's the feed thing, you know, like if you're butchering grow out males and old breeders, you've got 2 different feeds, which will make a difference in the coloration of the meat, and you'll have extra fat on the breeders. But an age is definitely the answer to that as well, which I did say. I'm going to take credit for it. I just need 2 more. Hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Do you keep track of age? Yes, we do. My turkey hen wants to eat me. Yeah, our turkeys were super nice and sweet. They just pooped everywhere I didn't want them to. On the deck, on the porch, on the pond deck, on my porch, on Papa and his wife's porch, right in front of the quail barn. I mean, just anywhere that was just super annoying, they would do it. Super annoying. So finally, we had Thanksgiving. What the Quail Farm says, when feeding quail to your dogs, do you debone them? No, we do not. We actually have 6 accounts. Yeah. I don't know. We'll say 5 to 7 accounts of raw dog food owners, or pet store owners that sell the raw dog food or whatever the case may be. And no, it is fully feathered, head on, everything. You're good to go. We actually just sent 100 pounds to Michigan to a pet store last Tuesday. And it showed up just fine. I hated shipping, really didn't want to do it. They couldn't meet me halfway, and I really didn't want to drive all the way up there. So I said, we can ship, but you might lose the top row. I don't know. And they're like, let's take the chance. And then they text me 2 days later and said they all arrived. The top 2 packs were a little unthawed, but not bad. We'll just refreeze them, and they're good to go. And I said, great. So yeah. Velvet says, I meant the recessive sex-linked brown gene. Yes, I am so sorry. Yes, I apologize. I wasn't even thinking. I disagree with that whole thing, but I do understand what you're saying, and I should have figured that out. Let's see. You don't see anything on that channel regarding Quail or Myshire. Yeah, I'll still check it out. Val says Verna is a special person. I don't know if you're like bad or good, but I agree 100% in the good, not in the bad. She is a very special person. I think that, yeah, we have a great relationship, and her and Jenna have a great relationship. It's wonderful having her here. It's wonderful when she stops by and she comes here, and it's wonderful that, I mean, not every week. We should talk every week, and I just get overly busy, so there's some texting involved. But we almost talk every week, and she's a huge help. She's helped us a lot. Linda says, I'm a pastor and care for low-income and homeless people. Quail will be a great help in feeding many once I get going. Awesome. That's awesome. Actually, here's a fun thing. So we decided that for Christmas this year, me and my wife and the kids are not going to be doing gifts. Christmas morning, we're actually going to go down to, there's a church that feeds the homeless on Christmas. And we're going to go down there and help set up and clean up and process, or whatever the case may be. And we're actually going to be reaching out to them this week. They are on my list to call when I'm driving all over Kentucky, Indiana, everywhere, to see if they would like quail, or if they can, or whatever the case may be, and we'll donate if we can. So yeah, that's very cool. And I think it would go a long way. So hopefully I can talk them into it. I'd love to help them. I've heard you say you have 10 colors you would keep. What are your primary quail colors you would recommend? Starting out, you should have Jumbo Wilds. I really like the Jumbo Whites. Really like the Jumbo Egyptians. I love the Rugine. So with that, you can get a lot of stuff. Really recommend the golds. You can get a lot of cool stuff from golds. The German pastels, you can pull the feed gene out, and if you've got the German pastels with your Italians, then you'll get pearls. If you put the German pastels with wilds, you'll get Fab Fees. If you put the golds with the Egyptians, you would get autumn ambers eventually. I mean, I mean, what I was trying to say is there's a reason for them all, but jumbo wilds I really like. Jumbo whites I really like. Those are major egg and meat production quail. I love those. I love the jumbo Egyptians because they are big. They're not as big as the wilds or the as the wilds or the whites, but the Egyptians have nice qualities. They're big, they're feather sexable, and they carry the rougine. So you can produce sex links with them, things like that. I like the golds. You can get a lot of stuff out of that. I like the German pastels. I love the scarlets. They are amazing to me. I love scarlets. Obviously, I love the Schofield silvers. And I love Tibetan. And pretty much if you have all of those, you can get everything you want. Hey, we had 141. Thank you very much, everybody. I think I kind of went a little long on that answer, but hopefully it helped. I know chickens have a standard of perfection. What about quail? No. And they should not ever. Here's the thing. I don't think that there should be a standardization of quail. And yeah, yes, that is true, Katrina. I love all the colors that we have. That is true. I know chickens have a standard of perfection. What about quail? No. And I will never be a part of doing it. For a couple different reasons. Number one, rant time. Number one, I love the fact that Coturnix quail are under the radar as far as government goes. You know, a lot of people can't raise chickens, and if they can raise chickens, they can't raise roosters, and they're just very limited, and it's very controlled for no God-given reason, except for they just want to control it. HOA people want to control it. You know, local neighborhood areas want to control it. Government wants to control it. Local, federal, state, just everybody wants their hands in it, you know? Well, Coturnix quail is kind of under the table. So I love that because anybody can raise them. And a lot of people, a ton of people that have never had any experience, did not grow up self-sufficient, did not grow up raising animals, did not grow up in the country, did not grow up with any, I mean, they grew up in apartments and they grew up in small little towns with little backyards and they're city people and they just never knew, you know, that just wasn't their lifestyle. And now they want to get into it. And quail is an amazing opportunity to get your hands dirty with this. You can get your, you know, get in there and start the process. I love that. And so it terrifies me when people talk about standardization and this, that, and the other, because that's just, you're opening a door that just should not be opened. You're just opening a door that's going to slam the door for so many other people down the road. So that's one. The other reason why I don't agree with it. Okay, I'm gonna watch my words. Because I can get in trouble with Jenna. Because she's... okay, all right. Here's my thing. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. So, I do love all the colors. And I want to give you as much information about the colors as possible. But when it comes down to it, I don't care about the colors. I just care that it's fun and entertaining and that you are interested in getting into it to become more self-sufficient, to raise a little bit for yourself, and hopefully, and I do think it will establish you and give you more confidence to maybe be a little bit more self-sufficient. And you keep growing with it. You know, you're part of the community, and then you build your confidence up and you go, well, I have quail, maybe I can garden next year. And there's a ton of people. I mean, it's just, there's so many. There's me. I grew up in the city. I was downtown. That's where I grew up. I mean, I can... I grew up downtown. I mean, it was concrete jungle kind of thing, you know? Never thought I would end up here, but I did. But I wouldn't have if it wasn't for my wife. It's just the way it is. Well, a lot of people just don't have that opportunity. They just don't know. Or they marry someone or they're with all their friends, know the same stuff. They just know the concrete jungle. So this is just, it's a great gateway to becoming more self-sufficient. It just is. There's 3 reasons, in my opinion, that you should raise quail. 1, to become more self-sufficient. It's a very easy way to become more self-sufficient. Number 2, quail for profit. Make a little bit on the side, let your meat and eggs pay for themselves kind of thing. If that's all. I mean, that can be it. You know, you don't have enough time to start a business, not really interested into it, that's fine. They can still pay for they can pay for themselves, which is awesome. If they can pay for your meat and eggs, that's great. Number 3, to just enjoy them. Have fun with them, right? I mean, do you like the color? Yeah, I like the color. Are they healthy? Yes, they're healthy. Are they productive? Yes, they're productive. Well, then what else does it matter? Does it really matter? Does it matter if it's 97% true or 100% true? Does it matter, if it's heterozygous, homozygous, whatever, sparkly, fun, enhanced, Rosetta, blah, female? Like, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Are they healthy? Are they fun? Do you like them? Are they pretty? Do you feel good about yourself? And if those are the answers, then that's all that matters. There's my rant. I'm gonna piss people off with it, but that's my rant. And I agree with everything I said. Don't feel bad, Zach. Fake book hates everyone. Yeah, it's just, they've shut me down before and I've started again. And we became the biggest Facebook group with Quail on Facebook, and then they shut me down again, and we'll just do it again. Like, they're not going to get rid of me, eventually they'll be like, oh, just forget that guy. He's just going to do it again. So, and I'm okay with that. You got to play their game because it's their platform, but yeah. Let's see. Shelly, you meant Zuckerberg. I didn't read it. PJ's Family Farm. Thank you for the hug. I needed one today. There you go. I didn't mean that sort of special. No, I was just joking. I didn't think so. Marilyn says, is it possible for only 2-week-old quail to show maleness? One in mine today was chasing the others all around the cage. I mean, it's possible. It's a little unlikely just because they haven't matured yet. So they could have just been angry or territorial. Those could happen. As far as being maleness, probably not. It could. Most likely not. It's a low probability. It probably was either a territory issue or they pissed him off, pretty much. Most likely that's probably going to be a male anyway. It's not necessarily a mature maleness kind of thing, though, usually. Yeah. Vernon says, without humor, life would be boring. That's true. Unknown is in the house. Hello, welcome. Glad you're here. What weight is minimum for what you incubate and what is maximum? It all depends on the different color and the different jumbo. It really just changes everything, my smallest egg. What is my smallest egg? They're all pretty equal, to be honest with you. I mean, they all vary a little bit, but they're all in the same category. Well, my standard size is not my jumbo size. So it all depends. The best way to answer that question is take your average, so weigh them all and say, okay, well, my average is 16 grams. Okay, fine. So nothing below 16. And then you just keep, no, Jenna's not watching. She never watches me. But she gets nasty emails and then yells at me. I mean, she agrees with what I say. She just says that I shouldn't say it. whatever. So yeah, if you want to increase or stay consistent, then you would say, okay, my average is 16, which means anything below 16 doesn't go in, or whatever the case may be, would be my best suggestion for you. God's Army says you're an inspiration. Well, thank you very much. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the kind words. Marilyn says, has anyone tried using the pelletized pine bedding for horses? We did once. We changed back, but I don't remember why. And that was before I was full time, so our note system was not awesome. We did try it once. I cannot remember why. It could have been just a money issue. It could have been that it was just more expensive. I really don't remember. But we have done it, and I don't remember anything tremendously awful happening. But I remember not sticking with it either. Unfortunately, that is the only information I can give you. I'm sorry. Even if she did write it down, I would have no idea even where to look for that stuff. I can try to look this week. It wouldn't be bad to go through that file. Anyway, be interesting anyway. Adam says, sorry if this is redundant. Is a double yoker edible? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Val says, Marilyn, yes, I tried the bedding. Quail hated it. Okay, thank you. And then Beth says that's the only bedding I use for Quail. So I guess it could go either way. For some reason, we switched back, but I cannot remember why. Big 007 says, I have one Italian hen and one golden Manchurian male, and I'm breeding to make golds. I also have a Rosetta hen and some brown sex links. Is there a way to breed another color for them? Is there a way to breed another color for them? I don't know what that means. Is there another way to breed what color for them? It's a good question. I just don't necessarily know what you mean. I'm sorry. I definitely would put the gold Manchurian with the Italian, though. You'll get much better Italian looking hens for sure. So I love that part. And then the wild and the Rosetta give you 50-50 pretty much. You could put the Rosetta with the golden. If you've got the Rosetta with the wild and the Italian with the golden Manchurian, I would leave it like that for a while. But if you have a specific question, I don't really know what you meant. But if you have a specific question, feel free to ask. I will get to it. And now I am behind because of my stupid rant. So now I'm going to get caught up. So I'm going to start talking faster, which means I got to take a drink. And then we will get going. Okay, here we go. I'm about to incubate a few 6 to 10 chicken eggs with mostly 40 to 50 quail eggs. Is it advisable to put all in one brooder for a bit when first hatched? It's not ideal, and I wouldn't recommend it at all. I would separate them immediately. I know some people put them together. It scares me. Number one, a chicken chick is going to hatch like that. A quail chick is like that. So they can get stepped on. They can get picked on. There can be diseases transmitted. The quail chicks are going to need a whole lot more light than the chicken chicks. To be honest with you, it would be a whole lot easier for you, Lynn, if you separated them in the brooder. Unfortunately, is my opinion. I know that that's not the most ideal answer, but I think you're going to have more issues if you don't do it. I mean, logically, it says, hey, it'd just be easier to keep them in there together for a couple of days. I get that. I think that you're going to have more issues that way, though. Hi from Julie in Pennsylvania. John Walters is in the house. Beautiful day today. Relatively new, learning a lot here. I have a super large egg, had 3 yolks. That's super cool. I think I've only had a couple of those before, so that's awesome. Very cool. And I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're starting out. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Veronica says, should you always sanitize grow out cage between clutches, or is it the best way to do it? Or if so, what is the best way to do it? You wouldn't have to do it every time. grow out cage. No, you wouldn't have to. We don't do it every time. The cages themselves, we only do once every 3 months. But if we were just raising for ourselves and it wasn't this whole big thing, then we would probably do it twice a year, to be honest. Because we have to have a higher standard here, then we do it every 3 months. But to be honest with you, if you're just raising for yourself, I would do it once every 6 months. And it's not that big of a deal. It's a good question. Is 10.5 grams too small to incubate? 10.5 grams. No, I'd use it. It's fine. I would say 10.5 is fine. What level of yummies does John Walters get? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. What auction? We do have an auction group on our Facebook page, Myshire Farm Quail Egg Auctions. If I had to guess, Verna already put it in. She did. She put it in the comments. Okay. She's always ahead of me. Yeah, so we have an auction group that we do every weekend. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully you can join if you're on Facebook. My woman won 2 auctions from you. Guess what I will be doing tomorrow? Building more cages. Thanks, Zach. I'm so sorry. But I'm sure she got great deals, so that's fun, right? Sorry. T-Rex says, I watched your All About the Color several times, watching in to take notes. Awesome. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to help. Sounds good on my end. Great. It has been gone. Oh, good. That's good. Jessie Mills says her name is Loretta. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. Okay. Loretta. When I ship you out, I'll send her a little note. Make her feel better. Loretta's, I probably should confirm. Jessie Mills, if you're still on, Loretta is your 5-year-old daughter, right? I don't want to send a random person a note and they'd be like, why? I believe Loretta was your daughter's name. I like the way you say it. Hi there, Jenna from Texas. I like the way you spell it, though. That's super cool. What are these auctions they are chatting about? She did put it in the comments, but there's an auction group that we do every weekend on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. I got a chicken coop, and if God allows, I'll hatch, sell, and repeat. Same as I do with quail from Yusuf. Awesome. Best of luck to you. They're fine together for... Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me. I clean between hatches, but don't sanitize. Yep, sure. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. They didn't like the noise it made used to pine shavings. I really can't remember why we switched back. I'm trying. Okay, we were able to get a solar shed light from Harbor Freight. We put in the chicken coop. The girls did not look too happy about the bedroom being all lit up. There you go. That's super cool, though. There you go. Charles, thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're doing pretty well on the thumbs up tonight. Thank you all for all of that. I really appreciate all your support. What age do you use leg bands? It really depends. The leg... Usually we don't actually use leg bands until they are 10 weeks old. And we only put them on a few, and that is replacements for quail that died in the cages throughout the year. But we've used them at all different stages. You can check out winolaranch.com, and they actually have quail leg bands. And those are really good for any age. They come in different sizes, and so you could check those out. And they're reusable. No one's talking to me, which is good. That's fine. You guys talk. That's fine. Val says, I love my heritage breed chickens. There you go. We've got some heritage breed chickens here too. They're just hens. We don't have a male. They're just egg layers, but they're nice. What breed was your 4-month layer? Oh, not talking to me. Selling 4 pounds of Applewood bacon wrapped Cali quail tonight. Jumbos stand true to their name. Thanks, Zach. Awesome. Best of luck to you. I saw the picture that you posted on Facebook, and they look delicious. And I'm glad that you're selling out. That is super cool. That is super cool. If you need anything, let me know. And best of luck to you. Val says, night all, 1 a.m. in UK. Welcome. Or thanks for showing up. I really appreciate all the support. And hopefully we'll be able to see you again. Lynn says, is there a small set of scales you recommend for weighing eggs and or birds? We did show you. It is in, Verna's probably already done it. No, maybe she didn't. Haha, I got to it. Yeah, there's a scale. We just buy one off of Amazon. The scale that we use is shown in the playlist, the Jumbo Breeding Program, and I believe it's the 4th video, and I actually show you the scale that we use, the brand, and it's on Amazon, but you can just see a picture of that. But it's just a standard one that does pounds, ounces, grams, things like that. Donna says, my incubator had room babies hatch, fall down, side into next layer down. My incubator had a side fall down. Oh, ew. I hope they're okay. What is so wrong with hatching time cage? I just bought 2. I've just heard certain things about it that they're not doing well. I've heard that the poop gets stuck at the bottom, and I've heard that they don't stand up very well for long periods of time. But, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with them, so I don't know. You could ask on here. Some people have them, and some people love them. So, I mean, it's just a difference of opinions. Adam says, oh, nope, not talking to me. Not talking to me. I had a few 2-day-old babies that keep falling over and having a hard time keeping their feet under them when trying to walk. Is that something that is common, or could something be wrong? I don't. It could be either one. I would put electrolytes in their water and check them out in the next couple of days. Once they're about a week and a half old, if they're still acting that way, then it's probably a neurological issue, I would assume, like a balance issue. And it's usually, they could have hit their head. It could be a bunch of things. I would put electrolytes in the water for a few days. And then if they're still like that next week, then we would probably need to have a separate conversation and find out what we could do for you. I can't find the Winola cage in Canada. No, unfortunately, they only ship in the US. Is my Myshire Winola cage predator proof enough to be outdoors? Yes, you might want to do something a little, the back of it where the water trough is, you might want to put up against something, or you could maybe just tarp the back end of that. But other than that, everything else is completely predator proof. There's it's a 1x2 on the back, but the majority of that is already covered. So literally just a thin piece would do the trick. But yeah, I mean, you'll see it, and it's mainly completely predator proof, just to be safe on the little back. But if it's against something, then you're fine. Joldy says, I agree. I love the Winola cages. We love them. Now the Winola Ranch cage are amazing, not gonna lie. I can run them over with a tank and nothing is gonna happen to them. We are very rough on cages here. We pressure wash, we move, we roll around. We're rough, and we've been using the same Winola Ranch cages for 3 years, and there is nothing we've done to it. We've dented the pan a little bit, but when I say we're rough, I mean whatever we have in that barn better keep up with us, kind of thing. So yeah, they're very durable. When I go to tech high school in my area, I'll go to Carpentry Club. There you go. Go to the website I posted and ask if they will ship to Canada. You will have to pay shipping. I don't think they will, but you could ask, and I should probably know. I'll ask that this week too. I had a terrible time putting it together. I recommend you have a hair dryer handy to soften the plastic when putting it together. I think it would have helped me. Actually, George put one together, my helper. He put the one together, and he said the same thing. He wanted a heat gun, so he went to go get the heat gun, and that helped. And then he used a rubber mallet, and he said without the rubber mallet, I probably would have thrown this thing. And I said, well, glad we had the tools. Lydia Maris from Kentucky's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. There's just a lot of communication between, so I'm trying to read through. There we go. Fran says, have you ever sold quail pelts for fishermen? We have not. What colors are better sell? I don't have any experience with that. Is it better to sell the wing or the entire pelt? How hard is it to skin? They're super easy to skin. I would probably use the whole thing. It's going to be a lot easier and faster for you. But we've never done it. Let's see. Big 007 says, love my GQF and Barado. Awesome. It's good to know. My personal recommendation, get the Nurture Right 360. I have two now, and I totally recommend. They're amazing. They give me an 80% hatch rate. There you go. One of my Myshire SSC hatched out a beautiful silver with iridescent pinkish pin feathers. Cool. Like it. Like it a lot. Just gonna do. That is true. You can sell every part. We just have not done that. But that's not a bad idea. PJ's Family Farm says I was talking about scraping poop off brooder cage, not trays. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Awesome. Thank you, Van Smith. Big doubles. What size leg bands do you use? To be honest, whatever's around. I bought just a ton. So we've got a lot of those there. And then we have a ton of zip ties. And we really don't use that many. So it's just whatever I pick up. It's nothing major. Saving on my feed now. Made long boxes for bar feeders to sit on. Catches what they throw out. Crazy how much they waste if they can. Absolutely. That's a great idea as well. Brooke says, starting to make headbands with quail feathers. So many colors and patterns. Oh, that's a cool idea too. Cool. Yusuf says, Bulldog is a Steve Handis channel called Shark. I scrolled a little. I haven't seen anything about Myshire Farm. Maybe we're not big enough. Rhineck Poultry and Avery says, black soldier fly, composting quail poop happens naturally here thanks to the rabbit waste also. That's true, absolutely. Rich Brown says, I attach a small packet of electrolyte to the boxes of babies, and the people love the extra thought. That's a great idea, Richard. That's a great idea to go above and beyond. That's great. It was fortunate and had black soldier flies come on their own. Thousands of free bugs. That's what we do here. What the Quail Farm says, have you ever had a quail that you just couldn't call? Yes, one. And it was the most beautiful SSC I'd ever seen in my life. This was a long time ago, and it was, I mean, charcoal. I mean, it was gorgeous. And laid for quite some time. We had plenty of its own babies, or of her babies, but she got hurt with a new male we put in there, and I easily killed that male instantly. I mean, I didn't hesitate, but I had to put her down, and that's the only one that really bothered me. The whites have been one of my best sellers this year. Yeah, the whites are huge, and they're very docile. They're definitely something you should definitely have. Definitely for Quail for Profit. So Zach loves all the colors he has. Yes, that is correct. Jumbo Wilds are like a Toyota truck. They're super tough. Yes, they are. Chad is in the house. Welcome. Dale's Quail says love rant time. Let it out. There you go. Chad just glad they don't rust like an older Toyota. There you go. I don't think the sex-link brown matters either. I just learned about it. Velvet Nicks. Yeah, I just don't make it complicated. It's not complicated, so don't make it. I'm living proof of what you're saying, Zach. Awesome, David Cotton. I'm glad that you're getting involved, and I'm glad you're being more self-sufficient, and I'm glad you're liking it. So that's wonderful. That's exactly what we're here for. Marilyn says, I've done assemblage art and mixed media art and jewelry making. This could be an interesting addition. Absolutely. Yeah, the eggs and the feathers and yeah, all kinds of stuff. The feet. A lot of people use a bunch of that stuff. Absolutely. We love your rants. Thank you. And Big 007 says they raise rabbits, quail, and chickens. That's awesome. That's a huge part of self-sufficiency right there. Zach, thank you for confirming my current state of mind. Not a problem. You can raise lots of fun colors without ever considering sex-link brown and such. Absolutely. Susie says, what size leg bands from the Stormberg fit Coturnics? I've never ordered from there, unfortunately. I couldn't find any size guides on their site. You can find them on the Wynola Ranch site, though, right? WynolaRanch.com, or Verna can put that in the comments. I believe it's quailcage.com, maybe. Either one will get you there. But she can put that in the comments, and they'll have those on there for you as well. And those are specifically made for Coturnic, so you can check those out. What the Quail Farm says, I'm having fun no matter what color they are. Absolutely. Totally depends on what your goals are. If you know what your goals are, then you know what direction to go. Yep. They can't get rid of us, Zach. That's right. We'll just keep coming back for more. Hubby was from Chicago, and one of our first days was harvesting my meat birds, and life goes on. There you go. There you go. And now he's super involved, so there you go. Nope, but I do end up in Facebook jail a lot. That's all right. Living a Rogue Life says, the struggle is really, I'm in Houston, Texas, in an HOA. Quail in my garden are my sanctuary. Harvesting is the sad part, but so worth it because I get to hatch more. There you go. Yeah, and I just think that, you know, here's the thing. I just think that when people put such a huge emphasis on standard quail, I mean, is it healthy? Does it feel healthy? Does it look healthy? Did it taste good? Is it laying well? Like, there's your 5 standards right there. There you go. That's it. You're done. You know, just kind of a common sense thing. And I think that standardization and all this crap about genetics, I think it just intimidates people. I just don't think it's good for the business. And it's not even that important, you know? I mean, get color with color. You don't have to have 75,000 varieties of one thing, you know? Like, it just doesn't matter that much. And to some people it does, and I get it. I'm not one of those people, you know? I don't. Do I like the color? Yes. Do I want to more of that color? Yes. Do I want to know how I got that color? Yes. Do I care so much about everything else? No. And if I didn't have this business, I wouldn't know any of it. I had to learn all of it because I have this business. But I don't like talking about it, and I don't like advertising it because I think it just intimidates people, and that's not the way that we want to raise our business. So yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. Lost my spot now. I'm in Facebook jail for 30 days. Apparently, they don't like my politics, lol. They went back 5 years to find a bad post. Come on, what a joke. It happens. It happens. Um, I find genetics intimidating. See, there you see. I see, and it shouldn't be. It's not. Raising quail is fine. Find the colors you like. You can put them together, make more, do something a little bit different. It's just fun. Just have. Don't forget the fun. Don't forget the fun. Jenna is not watching. I made it. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Otis. Glad you're here. J.O. Murphy is leaving. Good night, all. Welcome. Glad you stayed. Rhineck Poultry. I'm almost caught up. Rhineck Poultry says being in the public eye means we have to be PC even when we don't. LOL. Yes, I still think that I'm holding back a lot. That's still PC. I have no idea. Let's see. Your Groufy has the smallest eggs at 9 to 9.5 grams. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, that I probably did know that. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can't wait to see what I get in the mail for a starter pack. We will send you plenty of fun colors. Let's see. The people who maintain the standards for perfection for chickens are not the same people who restrict the ability to keep them in the town or whether or not you're. I understand that, but it's opening a door that I'm just not willing to open or be a part of whatsoever, at all. You know, because again, more of the standardization and more of this and the more of that is going to bring attention to it, and then all of a sudden it can all be gone in a heartbeat. And all these people that can't raise chickens that can raise quail is just out of luck, and then there's no future for it because for nothing. S.O. Swanson says, Memphis in the house. Glad I could come give a like. Well, thank you very much for showing up. I really appreciate it. And 150 likes tonight. That's super cool. Thank you very much. Racer Tim 7 says, my local sawmill gives away the sawdust, and it's from a bandsaw. I got some and put that in instead of sand for them to lay in and eat. My question is, will that work as good as the sand? It won't work as good as the sand, but it will work, and it's free, so sure. Let's see. I lost my spot. After moving my quail location on the property, they are on strike, not laying eggs. 2 to 5 out of 12 hens laying. They have. Do you know how long? It could take up to 2 to 3 weeks. With this weather, I would probably say it's probably going to be on a 3 weekend. It could be 2, but they can get very angry very quickly. So, yeah, just stay patient. They'll start laying again. It's no problem. Found it. Thank you. Not talking to me. Do I have to have a grow out cage, or can I keep in a brooder for 4 weeks then move to brooder cage? Breeder cage. You can. That's not a problem at all. Just make sure they have enough space. The reason we say that is because our brooders are set up for 6 chicks per square foot. But once they're 4 weeks old, we change them to 3 to 3.5 quail per square foot. So with that being said, just make sure that they still have enough room in there. And if they're going to the breeder cage, not a big deal at all. Just make sure that they can't get out under the bottom where the egg rollout is, because they could still be small enough to fit under there. So you just want to restrict that. But yeah, that's not a problem at all. We did that for years and years and years. And our grow out cages are breeder cages. We just have a bar that goes underneath because they're not laying and we don't want them to get out. So we still do that. We don't have any grow outs that are flat and all the way down. All of ours are layer cages. So very good question. That's a very good question. Yes, Loretta is my 5-year-old. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Talked to a lot of things tonight. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't using the wrong thing. Try to see if you like it or not. You're not talking to me. You'll need to have a way to separate by not talking to me. I need to sell some eggs and birds. I just found a 4-stack of Winola Ranch cages for $250. There you go. Best of luck to you, and hopefully you can get that done. Used for 1 year. Oh well, they're in great shape then. Question: is 3 weeks old too soon to move outside to a heated grow out pen? A heated grow out pen. 3 weeks old. Sharon, what state are you in? 3 weeks. It's a little risky. You could do it. If it's heated, it should be fine. I'd keep an eye on them. If they're acting weird at all, I'd take them back though. You should be okay, especially since it's heated. They're fully feathered. You should be fine. This year we have hatched out 40 Heritage Rhode Island Reds for the spring. So excited. There you go. Awesome. I'm not anti-chicken. I'm just pro-quail. I'll be ordering ASAP. Missed the auction. We'll get you out as soon as possible because you are well on your way to selling out, which is awesome. That was from Brooke. Yusuf says, how to create a new color. That is very vague. Unfortunately, a lot of different ways. It depends on what exactly you're looking for. I would say the first step in creating new colors, what is your goal? What's exactly what you're wanting to do? And then you go from there. Is it legal to process quail and sell them? Locally, you can do it. You can do farm pickup. So yes, it is. New Mexico temps are lowest 33 daily, high around 78 to 80. They're fine. 3 weeks old's fine. Put them out there, especially since it's heated. Not a big deal at all, Sharon. I wouldn't do any less than 3. And when it gets a little bit colder, I still would probably do 4. But I know that they're much harder to take care of in the brooder than they are the cages. But if it is heated and insulated, you'll be fine at 3 weeks. That's not a big deal. How do you get your quail to stay... Wait. How do you get your quail to stay still long enough to get a weight? Oh, crap. I didn't do that video this week. I will do a video on how to hold quail this week for you. Why didn't I? Oh, I did do it. I didn't post it. I was posting constant videos this week, I felt like, and I didn't want to overdo it. So I do have some really good videos. I've got 2 videos lined up. They're already done. I'll be posting this week. Plus, Papa the Builder will most likely be doing something this week. Plus, I'll be going to the University of Kentucky this week and the Falconer. So I've got a ton of videos that are coming out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because we got a lot of good videos coming your way. Hey, I'm almost caught up and I wasn't even trying. How about that? One 240 count few months back, looking for large, by the way. Zach, shipping is, oh, I think you are pretty expensive where you ship. 240 count. I would do a jumbo mix, Brooke. That's what I would do. You know, and get jumbo wilds, jumbo white wings, jumbo Egyptians, jumbo whites. Or if you're butchering a lot, I'd probably just do a 240 jumbo white. They're easier to process and they're big. And if you keep them for breeders, they're the biggest eggs we have. So, Living a Rogue Life says the hatching time brooder is great. The breeder cages, not so much. There you go. You know, one brooder you can check out and cage, not only Winola Ranch, but Dale's Quails has some really cool looking brooders that we actually have tried out here. And they have some really nice cages we saw at QuailCon. And he's supposed to be getting with me. I thought he was supposed to be sending me something. We were going to do a video on it. But he's getting pretty busy. He's getting pretty popular, which is a very good thing. So I'd check into him too. It's dalesquails.com. What the Quail Farm Says idea. Maybe you can send out a weekly newsletter. That is a good idea. Weekly, maybe monthly news. letter. I actually started working on that. I've got a email list for our website, and it's like 6,000. No, we're up to like 16,000 emails, and I just haven't. There's so much to do. That's a great idea. I really got to get onto it. And I'm gonna ask for help in the next couple of weeks because everything has to be done by January 1st. So I will be asking for help this week. Um, um, Myshire Farm has highest hatch rates on shipped eggs for me. Well, thank you. Oh, Yusuf, thank you very much. I appreciate it. By the way, Yusuf, if you're still on, I guess you emailed Jenna with your 18 and under contest. That went to a different folder. So I have it now, but that was not where it wasn't where it should be. So you were not in last month's contest because you sent it to Jenna and then she sent it to me, but I didn't know it was the contest, so I put it in a different folder. And so, anyways, you are in the contest for next month. Dale's Quail says shipping to Canada is possible, just very expensive with Canadian taxes and duty. We have shipped there twice. There you go. We shipped there a couple times. I mean, it was before COVID, but we shipped to Canada a couple times. We've shipped to a lot of really cool places before this whole COVID thing. And my vet retired, which kind of sucks. But yeah, there's a lot of projects that I've started, half done, not fully completed, want to get done, and the next 2 months, like that's what we're doing. I mean, that's sales are on the back burner for the next 2 months. All this stuff has to be done before December, or before January, because once we hit January, I won't have time to breathe. So I do have a lot of stuff on my to-do list in the next 2 months, faux sure. Marilyn Perry says in North Carolina, USDA does not cover Coturnix quail that kind fly under regulation. See, love it. Have to apply to certificate and get label approved, and they give guidelines for processing, but not regulated. Absolutely. And if you're not selling to a third party, there's a lot of less regulations. So if you're not selling to stores and you're just selling for pickups or individuals, very little. At least here in Ohio. Linda says, maybe someday you will have a contest for one of those Winola Ranch cages. Then we'll see if they are Ivan proof. He breaks everything. There you go. We did a contest last week. We gave two away, two of the brand new Winola Ranch cages away, which was super cool. Misty says, one of our quails is a hermit. She seems to keep to herself and always hutch down in a corner. Should we be concerned? She might just not like her people. I don't know. If she's acting fine and producing, then she just likes her alone time, like all of us. Yeah, Beth Reed says, come to QuailCon next year. They gave several away. That's true, absolutely. Dale's Quail says, skin, salt, and borax. Oh, this is talking about preserving. Yeah, Dale would be a great, I didn't even know he was on here. Dale would be a great person to talk about that too. Absolutely. I haven't noticed any leg issues. I will keep an eye on her. Katrina freezing kill. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. I don't mind paying for quality. The benefits of purchasing from Myshire outweighs any price I pay. Thank you very much. And that, I mean, it's the shipping. It's the post office. I can't help that. It's not like we're overpriced. It's just shipping is really expensive to you for some reason. Was she the retired one on you used in the SSC all about the colors video? She was beautiful. If so, sorry for your loss. No, this was years ago. That is her offspring though, the one I used in the video, but she was 5 times darker. I mean, just freaking beautiful. Beautiful. Hate to get rid of that bird. I wasn't really attached to the quail. I wanted more of that color. I never could get it that dark again. I mean, it was fantastic. I've seen many ads for Quail with disclaimers, no guarantees. Never have to worry with Myshire eggs. Absolutely. It's the right way to do it. Need 2 more likes from Richard says. We got 153. I'm pretty happy about that. Is there a length of time that is recommended for free? Oh, not talking to me. Do you think Jumbo Wilds will one day be sex link? Jumbo Wilds can be sex linked if you do Wilds and Egyptians. They can be. The feathers got damaged on the bay. Oh, not talking to me, not talking to me. Night all, 5 a.m. comes around soon. Great live tonight. Well, thank you very much, Jennifer. I'm glad you were here, and I appreciate you showing up. Holy cow, it's 9. Oh, dear God, I am way behind. Okay, here we go. Dale's Quest, have you done Quail's, not talk. Should it be put in a standard freezer bag or vacuum sealed? Dale's Quest, oh, not talking to me. Beth Reeves, not talking to me. I see 2 ladies from Australia on the Coturnic's Corner site, and he jokes with them, a feather out of place. Well, you'll call that one there genetic nuts. Yep, absolutely. I just don't take it that seriously. You're awesome, Zach. You made me feel much better about my future project. Awesome. That's my whole goal. Free neither, not talking to me, not talking to me. Not talking to me. When harvesting today, I sat and looked at all the birds, separated first by the colors and loved, and then prioritized male from female by ratio, and the aggressiveness kept more than I planned. That's all right. That's all right. I don't know about quail, and I first got 4 chickens. They are noisy and eat a lot, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to trying the quail and seeing the difference. Absolutely. You will love the quail, but they are highly addicting, so you're warned. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and select all so that you don't miss a video. Thank you very much, Verna. I appreciate that. Dale's Quail says, sorry, Zach, you're on the week's list. I promise. No problem at all. Oh, I'm supposed to send you that email. Shoot. Yep, I forgot too. I'll send that tomorrow. So you got nothing going on this week? Nope, not much. Lee Roberts says, Zach, thanks for your auctions and a large blue order. I will be starting up second GQF tomorrow, so ready for all the colors from today's auction. I will send you a very nice variety. I already have some things picked out for you. And congratulations on the blue orders. And I'm glad you got a good order, or a good deal on the 240 count that you got. So congratulations. I have 3 hens and 1 rooster. I only see him breeding the brown hen and never the 2 whites. I would be stunned if he wasn't breeding all 3. He is. Don't worry about it. He is. He's just shy around the other 2, maybe. If you use WordPress for your website, I would like to help with your newsletter. We do, and that would be awesome. That would be awesome. My whites are so docile. Yeah, they're every time I weigh them, I go, really? Like, you don't want to move at all? Like, you just plop them down. They're fine. I was in the car listening and unable to chat tonight, but I have thoroughly enjoyed tonight's live stream. Well, thank you very much, Jasmine. Also, very best mods. Glad to see Ed added to the team. You're all fantastic. I agree. I was glad that he joined. Went to our first flock swap with the 40 I got from you. We only sold 3 white, small covey, to a fellow jumbo brown breeder. He did plant a seed with a lady to switch from chickens to quail in spring. Well, that's great. Best of luck to you. And you got it. I mean, it takes a couple of times to get people really interested because, again, they're going from not knowing anything. You know, you got to take a couple times before they're willing to pull the trigger. Why do you think my hatching has been higher this time of year than the summertime? Have not changed anything. Well, the weather outside has changed. So that probably means, well, you should be changing a little bit on your incubator and or hatcher during the change of every season. It should change a little bit every change of season. So most likely it was dialed in for this weather. So you'll want to dial it back a little bit for the summer and you'll probably get the same results. What was the auction? When was the auction at earlier? I did auctions pretty much all day today, but they're on the Facebook auction group called Myshire Farm Quail Egg Auctions. Verna, can you put that back on there one more time, the auction group? And that is all of the comments. Guys, I'm sorry I took so long tonight. I guess oh, Zeke just texted. I'll read that in just a second. But thank you all for staying. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for the donations for the 18 and under contest. And we are almost there to get another incubator for December's winner. So that's really cool. I've got one more comment and then we'll let you go. Zeke just texted me and said he got his new incubator, the Hovabator, stabilized and is very happy that it's hold temp. Taught him to calibrate and thermometer and use 3 extra thermometers. He's got it. Wonderful. Let him know that his eggs go out to, Tuesday. And Whiskey Tango already sent their stuff on Saturday. And I believe Dale's Quails did as well. Wynola Ranch will be shipping out this week, which he won't need it for a little bit. And so he'll be good to go. And make sure that he knows to take videos or pictures. I'd love to post them on our YouTube channel. I'm sure that a lot of people would be very interested in seeing the 18 and under winners' progress. And again, last but not least, we've got a lot of really different, really cool videos coming out this week. I've got a really very interesting video. We're going to be talking about MPIP, but I've got a really big announcement in that video. That's already done. I just have to post it. Papa the Builder. I'll do that video about holding quail this week. We're going to do a quail for profit, how to sell, selling points, who to sell to. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Give you some things to at least think about. I'll be getting with all the moderators this week. If you are interested in moderating something, get with me. I have some things on Facebook and Instagram that I'm hoping that some people can help me out with. And and we'll be doing the video on how to hold quail to be able to take pictures, videos, weigh them, all that jazz. So we got a lot of stuff coming this week, so stay tuned for that. Have a good week. Thank you very much, Frank, for showing up. Thank you very much, Katrina. Glad you were here. Jasmine, again, thank you so much. Racer Tim, thank you. I believe your eggs go out Tuesday as well. PJ's Family Farm, thanks for the good night. Thank you very much. I appreciate you showing up. Verna, Ed Got Bait, and Beth Reed, again, thank you all for being amazing moderators. I really appreciate it. Living a Rogue Life, good night. Please thank your wife for sharing you with us tonight. She was watching a movie with the kids tonight, which I thought was kind of rude. I thought maybe they should have waited for me, but that's okay. They had a good time. Ryan Poultry and Avery says, text me about how you want to do the feed. We're serious about doing that part of it. Yes, absolutely. If you'll get with me this week, I was meaning to get with you. If you could get with me this week, we will get that all planned out. Good night, everyone. Great chat. I learned a bunch tonight. That's great, Fran. Gary is in the house. Good night. Living a Rogue Life. Please thank your wife for sharing you with us tonight. Well, thank you very much. I will let her know that I am appreciated. Living a Rogue Life donated $5. Thank you very much. Zach, I'd be willing to help you out. Message me this week. Verna, if you'll be so kind to... Oh, you already did. God, you're so fast. You're so fast. Yeah, my phone number's on there. Text me this week. It might take me a couple days, but I will get with you this week. PJ's Family Farm, What the Quail Farm. There's some things on Facebook and Instagram. I'd like to get more of the word out, not necessarily Myshire, but just quail. But I've got some ideas, and I just can't do it all. So if you're interested, get with me this week. I'd be happy to share that with you. Chad, thanks for showing up. And MG Toe Shorts 2.0, good night. Everybody have a great night. Check out the videos we got coming on this week. Thanks all for the likes. Thank you all for the donations, and we will see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.